When the mud decides to fight back, only the fearless press on. Here, hulking metal giants go head-to-head with nature's grip in a contest of sheer determination. These operators aren't just steering machines, they're mastering them, bending the land to their will. Welcome to the ragged edge of what's possible. At first, the tractor seemed outmatched, its engine roaring desperately as it fought to escape the heavy, waterlogged soil. The deep tracks carved into the ground told the whole story. This was a serious struggle. From the look of it, outside help seemed inevitable. But then, persistence started to turn the tide. Bit by bit, the machine clawed its way free, proving that a steady hand and patience can be just as powerful as brute force. It's a classic recovery technique straight from the farming playbook, laying sturdy boards beneath the spinning wheels of an IH-806. That simple, time-tested trick gives the tires something to bite into, adding just enough grip to break free from the mud's hold. No fancy equipment, no tow trucks, just plain, old-fashioned know-how. The smoothness with which the tractor rolled out made it clear just how effective this trick can be when done right. Sometimes all it takes is one decisive move. One strong pull, no wasted motion, and just like that, the problem's solved. Quick clean over in seconds. This isn't your typical forest haul. The LKT Turbo 81 is dragging enormous logs through a slippery mix of snow and mud, the kind of environment that swallows lesser machines whole. It's not just about raw strength. Every movement demands precision. Only a seasoned pro can make this look effortless. Watching the operator guide it through the mess is nothing short of impressive. Now take a moment to appreciate the John Deere 6820. It's built like a fortress on wheels, powered by an engine that sounds like music to any farmer's ears. It doesn't shy away from the tough jobs. In fact, it thrives on them. Here's a matchup that'll make you think twice. The sleek, modern New Holland T8030 against the Soviet-era powerhouse, the K701. At first glance, the newer model seems like the obvious choice. But under the hood, the K7, One packs 230 horsepower and a monstrous 530 lb-ft of torque. Combine that with heavy-duty wheels and gearing designed for pulling, and you've got over 11,000 pounds of raw pulling force. It's no wonder these Russian beasts are still in service decades later. One common farming mistake is assuming speed is the answer when stuck in deep mud. Tractors aren't built for high wheel RPMs, especially not in unstable ground. Four-wheel drive isn't magic either. If the tires can't grip, all you're doing is digging yourself in deeper. Even the strongest machines have their limits, and knowing how to work with the terrain is key to avoiding disaster. The Upton MT855 holds a special place in farming history. It was the largest two-wheel drive tractor ever built back in 1976. With its 290 horsepower Cummins engine, it could haul 18 tons of irrigation equipment straight from a shipping container without breaking a sweat. It was Australia's answer to large-scale farming challenges, a machine built to handle the biggest jobs with ease. Sometimes, the way a tractor pulls can tell you exactly why something fails. A John Deere, tilted at an angle, is hooked to a quad track that's level. That uneven pull puts immense stress on one side, and with flat contact surfaces, the bolts take the brunt of it. No surprise they break. When that happens, the safest move is to stop and back away immediately. Deep plowing like this isn't something you see every day. The blade is going down nearly 2 feet, far more than is needed for most crops. But if you're planting fruit trees, those roots need room to grow deep and strong. For short-term plants, it's overkill. For an orchard, it's the perfect start. Watch the Case Quad Track 600 glide over waterlogged ground like it's nothing. Every track turns with flawless control, keeping the massive machine steady and sure-footed. It's not just moving, it's dominating. Of course, not every job goes smoothly. Sometimes modifications backfire, like two diesel engines combined into one machine that ended up splitting apart. Other times, teamwork saves the day, like when a payloader stuck deep in the muck is pulled free by a coordinated effort. It's a reminder that in heavy work, bonds between people can be as strong as steel cables. At the half-century show in 2013, the Earth shook with the raw power of vintage plowing. These machines might be decades old, but they still tear through soil like it's nothing, proving their strength is far from forgotten. Sometimes size is deceptive. A towering man climbs aboard a small tractor, and without hesitation, it tows him and whatever's behind him like it's nothing. Skill, not size, is what makes a tractor truly capable. Over in VW Doubts, someone decided a VW Polo deserved a second life as a tractor. Monster tires, a farm-style steering wheel, and an exhaust that roars like it's alive turned a modest car into a rolling oddity that can actually work the field. Then there's the versatile 118, facing its first cold start since 2006. No preheating, just the raw crank of diesel power. After nearly 2 decades of rest, it fires up and proves that old machines, built simply and tough, can still get the job done. Mother Nature doesn't always lose. Sometimes she takes the win, leaving even the most capable tractors bogged down and beat. The Case LA tractor, however, is all about torque. Watch its oversized rear wheels dig in during a pull. There's no flash, just pure, reliable muscle doing what it does best. In Humboldt, Saskatchewan, the John Deere W150 cuts through a field of canola like a precision machine. Long, even swaths trail behind it, perfectly laid out like golden ribbons. Here they call it a swather, and when it moves, you know it means business. Working in protected grasslands comes with rules. Early water discharge isn't allowed, which means machinery can't drain soggy areas right away. That delay often traps heavy equipment in deep mud. Rescue efforts in those conditions are slow, calculated, and risky. Every move matters. The MTZ-82 had one of those days, completely bogged down with no traction. After hours of struggle, it finally broke free thanks to teamwork and stubborn determination. Its driver never gave up, pulling a heavy load through conditions that would have stopped most operators in their tracks. And then there's the Case IH Steiger 450, pulling the massive Elmer's Harrow across open fields like it owns the place. Every pass is a show of power and precision. A reminder of just how satisfying it is to see a big machine working exactly as intended. Some matchups are too close to call. Two tractors of equal performance go head-to-head, both proving themselves worthy. It's not just about the specs, it's about how they're handled. In another scene, locals use a rope to try and free a tractor stuck in a ditch. Their effort only partly works. Then a Case IH 7240 Magnum takes over and pulls an astonishing load, around 70 tons, like it's nothing. That's not just strength, that's mastery of engineering. At a tractor expo, two MTZ models, the 80.1 and the 82, square off in a live tug-of-war. Both are workhorses, but experience makes the difference here. The red tractor's operator notices that too much acceleration causes black smoke, meaning fuel isn't burning properly and the engine's choking. By adjusting, he secures the win. Weight also plays a huge role in pulling contests. A Fiat and a major tractor both have 60 horsepower, but the Forden weighs 3,250 kg compared to the Fiat's 2,600 kg. When pulling height is equal, the heavier machine almost always wins. I still remember the first time I heard a John Deere L120 fire up. Its 20 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine has a deep, steady tone, paired with a hydrostatic drive that feels built for decades of work. That sound alone can hook you. If you've enjoyed watching these machines push their limits, keep following for more. The world of heavy equipment isn't just about size or specs. It's about the grit, skill, and determination of the people behind the wheel. And out here, every challenge is a story waiting to be told.